All right, let's dive into a really cool story about teamwork in the crypto world. Seriously, it's a tale about a money-making robot and a science club that figured out a brilliant way to create real, lasting rewards for their community. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Imagine you're in a club, could be a gaming club, a science club, whatever, and you earn points for doing stuff. Now, what if those points, instead of just being, for bragging rights, were actually worth real money? How would that even work? Let's explore that.
So to answer that question, we've got to meet the two heroes of our story. They're kind of an unlikely pair, but what they built together is pretty amazing. First up, we've got DexFi. The best way to picture DexFi is, well, it's like a super smart money-making robot. Imagine a kid named Alex has a trading booth, and his little robot helper just sits there making a bit of money from trading fees every single day, all on its own. Pretty cool, right? And its partner in crime is Plazm. Think of Plazm as this awesome science club. They have their own reward system called Plaz Points that they give to members. But the club had this one really big problem they needed to figure out.
So what was this big problem? It's something a ton of projects run into, and for our story, we're going to call it the fake candy problem.
Here's the deal. Some projects just print more and more of their points. It's like having a machine that makes candy out of thin air. At first, it's great, free candy for everyone. But if everyone has 1 million pieces of candy, each piece becomes pretty much worthless. Plasma wanted their points to be like candy from a real factory, one that earns actual money to make valuable treats that people really want.
This was the huge puzzle Plazm had to solve. How could they make sure their Plazm points were actually valuable and didn't just end up as worthless digital paper? How could they build a real candy factory instead of just pretending to have one? And the answer, of course, was teamwork. The science club decided to team up with Alex and his amazing money-making robot. And this, right here, is where things get really clever.
So here's the master plan. Plazm didn't try to build some complicated machine from scratch. No, instead, it took the money it had saved up, its treasury, and invested it directly into DexFi, Alex's little robot trading booth. And just like that, the robot started earning real, daily profits for the science club.
And they didn't just test the waters. They went all in. We're talking about 93% of their entire treasury invested into DexFi's engine. That just goes to show you how confident they were that this was the right move to generate some real, actual value.
So this team-up creates this incredible value-boosting machine. But earning the money, that's just the first part. What they do with it next is where the real genius is.
So every single day, DexFi's robot sends a pile of profits over to Plazm. And what does the science club do with all this real money? It kicks off a process called a buy and burn. I know, it sounds a little dramatic, but it's a super powerful way to make their plasma points way more valuable.
Here's how that works. First, they take their profits and go out and buy back some of their own Plazm points. Then, and this is the crazy part, poof, they destroy them. They're gone, permanently removed from existence. So what does that do? It means there are fewer Plaz points left in the world. It's just like collecting rare Pokemon cards. If a whole bunch of them suddenly vanished, the ones left would become way more rare and valuable.
And this quote from a fan just nails it perfectly. Plazm, with DexFi's help, created a self-sustaining engine. It's not powered by hype or make-believe, it's powered by real yield, actual profits from the trading robot. And the DexFi bonds part? Think of that as the special ticket that Plazm used to invest its money, the ticket that lets them share in the robot's daily profits.
So why is this whole partnership such a big deal? Well, because it created a situation where everyone involved comes out ahead. I mean, the cycle here is just perfect. DexFi is happy because it has more money to manage, which means it can earn more. Plazm is happy because it gets a daily income to make its points more valuable. And, most importantly, the Science Club members are happy because their rewards are backed by real sustainable profits, not just empty promises. It's a true win-win-win.
This whole powerful concept actually has a name, real yield. It's a simple but absolutely game-changing idea that rewards should come from real economic activity, like trading fees, and they should be paid out in tokens that already have value. It's the difference between getting paid in real dollars versus getting paid in monopoly money.
So, the big lesson here, the most important takeaway, is to always ask one simple question when you see a project offering incredible rewards. Where is the money really coming from? Is it a real candy factory making real profits, or are they just printing rewards out of thin air?
The partnership between DexFi and Plazm really shows what's possible when two different projects work together to build something real and sustainable. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? With smart ideas like this popping up, what other incredible team-ups are we going to see next?